This video will demonstrate how to put the draped ceiling up. Start by laying the poles on the places they need to be on the floor, and then lay the fabric out next to them. Then put the poles into the strategically placed pockets on the fabric. Make sure that the pockets are up facing the ceiling versus facing the floor, otherwise guests will see that from below. Use the carabiners to hook the poles to the pick points and make sure the carabiners are right side up at all times. In the center, where you have two poles that intersect on the same U-bolt, use two separate carabiners, as it will make it much easier to take down. Next, you will need to put on the magnets in strategically placed spots. Place 3 magnets on each pole. They should be lined up with the pockets that are in the fabric.
Now, what you need to do is make sure that there's no gap here. It's stretched nice, and that the pocket is actually put on evenly so that you don't have a larger drape on one side than the other.
Then place another magnet on the end of the pole directly in the center of the end of the fabric and the end of the pole.
Right in the middle, between here and here.
Place another one on the other side. There should be a total of 5 magnets on each pole. Repeat this for all 6 sections of the ceiling, and next you will then do the lights. You start in the center plugged in, then you go along the back of the pole until you reach the outside of the fabric strand. Then you are going to wrap the light strand around each magnet that is strategically placed exactly in the middle between the end of the pole and the end of the fabric strand. Note that you do not put the strand through the magnet, as this will ruin your lights, but actually wrap the strand around it. Then drape the light the exact same way you drape the fabric, so that the bottom of the light strand is the same depth as the fabric strand. Take the strand up over the pole, around the magnet, and then drape it again next to the fabric. Remember, the light strand needs to be the same droop depth as the fabric. Then wrap around the last magnet and run along the back pole until you reach the center point. And then continue the process of wrapping around the magnet and draping with the fabric until you have reached the center point on the other side. You will continue this process until you have completed putting lights on that section of fabric. You will have excess light strands when you reach the end, so you will run it along the entire back of the pole and then double back on itself. The end look should appear as though you have one strand on the right, 2 strands in the middle, and 1 strand on the left. It takes 3 light strands to complete one section, and the entire ceiling has 6 sections. Ceilings are an investment for our clients, and it is important that across all our NOAA's locations, we have consistency. We want to ensure they look impeccable, and following these steps exactly each time will ensure a seamless way to a perfect looking ceiling.